games, but I think the only reason why they're giving games is because they're trying to entice the people who've been getting it for free for like 7 years
Yeah, because they
to
don't
actually want to pay for the service. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because
How do you get people to pay for
yeah, but
something that they was getting for free? You
yeah,
know what I'm
because
saying?
if
You got to give them something.
yeah, if you compare the numbers, PlayStation, I'm sorry, Xbox Live, I think is like 48, 49 million users. PlayStation Plus is like I don't know, not even 10, nowhere. You know what I mean? So, I mean personally, I had got I signed up for it. I think it was given away for free. When the service was down for like all those months, and they gave us a few games. I just never reactivated it because the most important part was they gave me I played multiplayer for free. So there was really no need for me. And all those old ass games, I'm a gamer, so I get anything on Tuesday. You know what I mean? It's very so often I let a game slip unless I just don't want it, and they give it to me for free. If I didn't buy it, you know what I mean? I'm not. Put your goddamn pants on. And if I didn't buy it when it came out, I just didn't want it, and I probably still won't download it for free. You know what I mean? Now, for the service,
I got a cosign on that. I'm the same way. Like if I don't got the game already, that means I didn't want the motherfucker in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really that big of a deal. But it's cool if you know what I'm saying. If you into that.
Yeah, you know what? You know what's a benefit with it? Because I give you an example right here, like Uncharted 3. I love Uncharted 3. I played that game many times. But you know what? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna trade this joint in so I can buy me another game, whatever game. PlayStation Plus, they gave the whole game out for free. Yeah. The single player, the multiplayer, everything. So I was like, oh damn, I'm gonna queue this up. I'm not even gonna download these yet, 'cause I gotta beat the other joint. Once I beat the other joint, I delete that joint, download it Uncharted 3, and I'm set. I'm good to go again.
Yeah, okay,
that's like I said, that's
Now, but if we talking about deals, I mean, don't get me wrong, Xbox. Now, we talking about deals, maybe like I know PlayStation Plus, they don't give you anything because those games they gave me, I don't longer have because my service is not active.
Yeah, let's clear that up in the first place.
Yeah, they don't give me anything. They gave me I got a few games.
They're not giving you the games.
As long as your service stays current, you're able to access those games. The one thing Xbox give you games, whether it's Crackdown 2, Assassin's, or whatever the hell, those are your games. Whether you're silver, gold, or whatever the hell, they're yours and they will remain yours. Now listen, I'm talking about overall service. Like the voice chat quality on the PlayStation Network is garbage.
Garbage.
They're using that Bluetooth 2.0, if I'm not mistaken, 2.1, and which pisses me off, and some real shit is that they're gonna use the same service.
Yeah, nobody. You know what?
PlayStation Network. They're gonna use the same goddamn thing. You're not gonna change.
I'm surprised ain't nobody speaking on that though. They keeping that shit on the low. Like that Bluetooth shit is trash as fuck. Yeah. Xbox using Wi-Fi Direct. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you know how much
huge.
data you gonna be able to stream through Wi-Fi Direct, bro?
I can break that down though. I mean, like Wi-Fi Direct. That's great. That's something new.
No, they ain't nothing new, dog. They ain't nothing new. If you got a smartphone, dog, you scroll and you go to share, you got Wi-Fi Direct within your cell phone options. That ain't nothing new.
I'm saying as far as standard, Bluetooth is better because everything uses Bluetooth. You know what I mean?
Hey, but bro,
not everything uses Wi-Fi Direct. So you limiting what you can do already right there.
What you mean limited? What do you mean limited? You can hook, Wi-Fi Direct. I can hook my cell phone up to Wi-Fi Direct if I choose.
Yeah, I'm not
probably answer my cell phone on Xbox One and give all my motherfucking texts and all that shit to my Xbox One. You can do a lot of just one feature alone. Just check it out. One feature alone. Just check it out. One feature alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just said about the Wi-Fi, about Bluetooth 2.0 or whatever. Like I said, the voice chat quality on this shit, it's like I sound like I'm talking in a hollow tunnel. And I don't have a bullshit headset. I got it on my head right now. I got the expensive joint, it's the 7.1 surround sound shit.
Yeah, these joints.
But anyway, I'm saying the voice chat quality on the Xbox One. I'm just not trying to say it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better than a goddamn landline telephone. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen. Hey, and that's another thing that I was kind of disappointed with, right? When I first got my station, right, and I was like, cool, you got the Bluetooth shit right here. I ain't got to go buy a headset, so bam. I hook up a little Bluetooth headset and it sounds shitty as fuck.
Yeah,
so I go out and I go buy a set of pulses. So I'm like, no, I'm finna be rocking on some Xbox Live type shit where the quality gonna be up to par, and it's still shitty as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That shit had me mad as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
But pulse headset?
Yeah, it's the voice quality of it. The headset itself, like as far as what you hear from the game, what you hearing from the shit you hearing from the game sound good. But the voice chat is terrible on that shit.
Like, one thing I give Xbox from the rip is that from the jump they included the headset within the console. Like with Sony, they pretty much you made your console standard where anything with Bluetooth works. But you know, a lot of people have them cheap Bluetooth headsets that they want to talk, and it sounds whack and already contained already.
Oh, yo, but you gotta put this. I was there for the PlayStation 4 day one. I'm sorry, PlayStation 3 day one. $600. The fucking controls didn't vibrate. There was no, I say this. A lot of you guys don't know, especially a lot of people in this YouTube community that are younger, and I'm not taking swipes at anybody. You know what I mean? Because I've been gaming since most of you jokers thought bookers was candy. There was no PlayStation Marketplace. Xbox started all that shit, being able to download games, and you know what I mean. Like I said, the PlayStation Network was non-existent. You didn't have, there was no voice chat. 100%. There was no voice chat in none of the games. You weren't able to chat one-on-one. There was I'm trying to think whether the game advice, but still there's no party chat. You still can't send voice messages.
You gotta think though. You used to have to put the fucking disc in to use Netflix.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean. So don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's when it first came in.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It has come a long way, but you gotta realize, like I said before, Microsoft is a software company. This is what they do. They always be, I don't give a fuck what they're coming with now. They still, bro. Like I said, I hate to sound like I'm on some fanboy shit. That shit blew my mind when they was on stage and she was playing one game and set up. She didn't have to put the disc in or anything. Set up a match and another game, was able to jump from that game into that game, no lag, and all that shit's because of the dedicated service in the cloud. Like that is dope shit to me. You know what I mean? I don't know why Sony's charging now for their online service because I don't see nothing new that they're doing from the PlayStation 3 until the PlayStation 4, besides the one feature that's saying that if I get stuck with a game, that you'll be able to take over my game. But,
but see, all that is included in Gaikai, and that's not going to be available off the rip, though.
I don't know. That's whatever the case. I still don't understand why they're charging for playing online when they're still, if we just talk about playing online, fuck with, with prices and all that thing, I still don't understand why they're still doing peer-to-peer. You know what I mean?
My personal belief is I don't think Sony's doing peer-to-peer. That's my personal belief. Go ahead, my bad.
The reason that they charging, is obvious. They need to get their fucking capital up. That's
but they always about giving back to the gamer and this, that, and the other. But he just said he don't think that they're, bro. Sony don't have money for dedicated servers, man. All the game. Are you serious? Like, where do you get these servers from?
They got money for dedicated servers,
bro.
I don't think they would set up the PS4. I don't think they would set up the PS4 without having some kind of dedicated server.
Hey, bro,
they have dedicated servers on this gen. What makes you think they're gonna have it next gen? You saying you don't think they don't have it?
Yeah, they
any
got,
gen.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? You saying like they already had this, and this is like common for them.
The fact that shows me that you're spending that much money for a company like Gaikai, which is a cloud service.
Listen,
it's cloud already on the Xbox right now. That's free.
It's cloud on PS3.
That's what I'm saying. It's free.
But no, you can't. No.
Dude, you paying to stream your game.
Wait. I just want to say one
over
thing.
to the PS3, dog. You ain't paying. The cloud has nothing to do with dedicated servers. That has nothing to do with it.
Hold on, let me say one thing. You cannot do a game save on the cloud on the PlayStation 3.
Oh yeah, you can.
Oh,
I do all the time.
Oh, they had. Oh, you got game saves on the cloud now?
Yeah, you do. I say my
they got games.
I'm sorry. My bad. I do apologize. My bad. Hey,
they got game saves on the cloud.
Okay, all right. Well, I didn't know that. Okay, that's dope shit. But I'm just saying, but they still doing peer to peer, bro. Let me see. If they wasn't doing peer to peer and they had dedicated servers, you don't think Sony's gonna be talking about that, been bragging about that? They don't have dedicated.
I think Sony hasn't talked about it.
Microsoft is, listen, check it out. What they're doing is not that every game will have dedicated servers. Microsoft is charging them the same price that it would cost for them to set up a regular server. So it makes no sense for them to have all dedicated servers. Microsoft, they're, you know what I mean, it's in their control. They got over 300,000 servers that are going to be ready day one. Right now, Xbox Live has 15,000 servers. You know what I mean? Like I said, Sony spent $375 million on their cloud. That's just for streaming. Microsoft has spent over $10 billion. Their towers, you can't even compare it to. Like, you know what I mean? It's like fucking 80 to 1. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to tell you that Gaikai is not just for game streaming. It's not just for game streaming.
Well, what is it for then?
The services, it says right here, cloud gaming, game streaming technology, game on demand, remote play, video game software and advertising distribution services.
Dude, I'm gonna find an article for you. I'm gonna show you though where they say they're not doing that. What you're talking about, man?
They said it right here on their own page.
Hey, but listen,
they're not doing that. They say they're not trying to do what Microsoft doing. This out of their own mouth.
Hey, so what you saying? Wait.
Listen though. Check this out. What he said the same thing 3 times. They just reworded it.
Hey, bro, so what you saying? Listen, let me say this one. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut my own. The Kai service is not going to change. It's already been out. All what you're saying is what it's done now. There's nothing to do with cloud computing, bro. There's nothing to do with graphics. That's basically saying that you can pull something on the cloud and put it on your device, whether it be your TV, your PS Vita, your Game Boy. That's all they're saying. You know, it's not saying that they're going to render graphics in the cloud, lighting, and as you get. No, that's not what Microsoft is doing. Their technology is called Azure. That's not the same thing, brother. You know what I mean? What you're saying is what the Kai and OnLive have always done. That's nothing new. What Microsoft is doing is something completely new. NVIDIA just released a video. They said they're looking into cloud.
They're actually rendering stuff on the cloud. They're rendering games, man.
Yeah, but that's like I said, that's not what you're saying, bro. The Kai always have done that. That's nothing new. They've been doing that since they've been out. I mean, their business structure fell because, like I said, a lot of people internet connections, and it wasn't always declared. I mean, it wasn't always service didn't always go so smooth. You know what I mean? So that's basically about it. But like I said, that's nothing new. What Microsoft is doing is something totally different, bro. Left field. You know what I mean? If I read what you're saying, but that's nothing new for what they've been doing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think they just did slick with the wordplay. He said they're gonna be doing cloud gaming, game on demand, and game streaming. I thought all that shit was the same goddamn thing.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? What I mean? So, like, I don't know, man. I just think at the end of the day,
check it out, Tim. But check it out, like the jokers from Turn 10. If you know who Turn, that's the jokers that do Forza. They said the cloud is going to be the death for game AI. Being able to, all our gameplay habits will be saved in the cloud. Instead of me racing regular cars on the track, I can race all y'all guys the way that you guys perform. If I'm playing Madden,
I'm looking forward to that.
If I'm playing Madden or 2K or something like that, instead of me playing against the computer, I can still play against John Doe even though he's not there. You know what I mean? Like that's dope.
I'm looking forward to that.
Prime example, what Ubisoft said about Watch Dogs, about how the city is going to be more alive. So when you take the city of the PlayStation 4 version, all of them may have a script or something that they may say. And on the Xbox One version, you might walk past a crowd, they might be talking about the death of Michael Jackson, something that happened in the news during the day because of the cloud. You know what I mean? Like that shit right there is like huge. And I don't see nobody on YouTube, on the internet, nobody really talking about that. You know what I mean?
I just sent y'all an article on Polygon right now talking about Sony's cloud gaming. But we can do that after the whatever, you know what I mean?
Oh, I can bring it up right now. I know what Mark Cini. He's talking about Mark Cini. He said it out his mouth that he doesn't believe in Microsoft technology.
I didn't bring up the Mark Cerny.
He said it himself.
He said he don't believe in that Microsoft's not going to be able to pull it off of what they advertise and they do. Sony's going a whole different direction.
You go watch that video. I don't see the link, but that's the video of what he talked about right there. Yeah. I just posted it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, he don't believe in what you're saying. You want your cloud, that guy kind of do. They don't even believe in doing that.
Yeah, they don't think it's possible. I mean, it won't be possible a little bit. They only, like I said, in these theories,
but like you said, Gaikai is a known company. That jump been out since like 2000.
Yeah, but that's for streaming games, bro. That's not cloud computing. That's two different things. That's something that Sony's not even touching. They don't believe that it's, that it can be done. Basically, You know what I mean? That's Sony frontman when he said they don't believe in it can't be done. But what I'm saying, what different developers, when they really start to use that technology, like I said, you take a game like Grand Theft Auto or a game like Watch Dogs, and you walk past a crowd, they might talk about the Colorado bomb shooting and something might happen that day. You know, but that's dope shit, and that's going to be done over the cloud. Imagine never having to be playing against the computer again, always playing against a person, whether they're there or not. Like come on, son, that's the death of AI. That's all I got to say. That's the death of AI. You know what I mean? That's dope.
It really is.
I'm saying Sony is doing the same thing and will do the same thing. That's my thought.
No, you want them to do the same thing.
As I said,
you want them to do the same thing.
Hey, them PlayStations is terrible.
You want, but you can't say they're doing that when they never said that they're doing that.
Hey, we're gonna see when Gamescom come. When Gamescom come, and we're gonna have.
Gamescom gonna come and pass, man. Sony, man, hold on. Let me Google this article right quick. Sony and cloud. Hold on, bro.
Hey, to keep it 1,000 though, I really think Microsoft gonna have a bigger Gamescom because of all the negative press they've been getting. You know what
I'm happy.
I really think they're gonna really shut that shit down.
Dude,
they shut down. Dude, Microsoft down E3.
Microsoft after E3 and beyond, Microsoft always been having bigger news because they already was in that negative standpoint. Dude, so anything that they come out with positive, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be amplified. I get that. I feel what you're saying. And to be honest, I'm gonna tell you something why I can't fuck with Sony, man. Just to keep it 1,000. Like I respect Microsoft business model. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like the thing I don't like about Sony is because like they be having a lot of behind the door shit, you know what I'm saying, going on, and they won't just jump out and say the shit like Microsoft will. Like when Microsoft was like, all right, motherfuckers, y'all finna be on this DRM shit, we finna be on this 24-hour check-in shit. This is what we doing. Sony may have felt the same way, but they was being coward about it. You know what I'm saying? So I just really respect, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, Microsoft will jump out and they'll try some shit, and if it don't work, they'll redirect some shit another direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sony, like they play behind a lot. I don't like the fact that they play behind everything. It's like Microsoft do some shit, then Sony try to do the shit. Sony don't never take a step forward. You know what I mean? Like that's why I can't fuck with Sony.
I mean, me personally, I get what you're saying with that, but I'm going to flip it on the flip side.
All right.
Here we go. Y'all ready?
We ready.
I'm coming. Pause. But I'm saying
shit.
You know what I mean? What Sony had brought to the table during E3, everybody was pleased with.
What?
So Microsoft has brought to the table. Nope, you guys.
Listen,
dude. To be honest with you, nobody was pleased with that game's lineup, dog. You ain't pleased with that game's lineup.
Me personally,
dude, be real with yourself, dude. You telling me you pleased?
Yo, he can't wait to hop on that Octodad. What you talking about, son?
Dude,
I'm not gonna get no Octodad.
You was pleased with four games, dog. For real.
Hey, Jabari, check it out. Let me say this before I lose this stuff.
He was pleased with 4 games.
Check it out, Jabari. Let me just do the quick timeline, right? All right. Xbox Live, right? When they first came out with their shit, you remember how, you know what I mean, just like Xbox Live was basic, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell yeah. I was there day one.
But PlayStation didn't have shit. They didn't have shit compared to that. Yeah. So Xbox Live, they progressed. They got the party chat. They got, they started coming out with the apps. They had the Netflix, even though it was behind a paywall. Sony, what did they do?
They
didn't have shit. No. They had Netflix where you had to put a disc in. Then they did an update. They seen Xbox coming with all these different apps. Then what they do? They started coming with Hulu and all this kind of shit. And then it's crazy that everybody always talking shit about the Xbox One being a glorified cable box, but nobody's speaking on how PlayStation came with the Sunday ticket. You know what I'm saying? What was that? I mean, I thought it was all about games.
Yeah, here's the thing. You know what? I think it's funny that on some real shit, and I'm just gonna speak outside the box, speak freely, and I don't bite my motherfucking tongue. When it comes, like I said, I'm new to this whole YouTube shit, right? I'm not gonna lie, and I think it's the funniest shit in the world. Like I've always said, console wars for broke motherfuckers. They only can afford one console. Like I never argued over who got what. I just partake because I think this shit is funny. But and you're right, Tim. I'm gonna touch on what you said. Now going from back then, like to me, Microsoft has always pushed this video game shit forward.
Right.
You know, with this, you know, don't get me wrong, you had online gaming somewhat on the Dreamcast and Sega, whatever, but Microsoft took that shit and ran with it. I remember, bro, I was there for Xbox Live. I was a beta tester, dog. You know, and I remember everyone, me reading these articles and interested that Sony was going to be better because they were doing dial-up and everybody had dial-up. Not meaning only like 10% of the American population had broadband, you know, internet service. You know, and you know, Microsoft continued to push the fold, and and we did get Party Chat, and then when the PlayStation Network, PlayStation came out in 2006, and I remember I got home, I should know it's a telltale sign because the PlayStation 3 didn't even come with a headset. They didn't even have a standard headset. They said you can go out and you can buy a Bluetooth, you know. So I went and bought me a Bluetooth for my PlayStation. They didn't even sell a PlayStation headset. I went out and bought a Bluetooth headset, right? And I'm waiting. I'm like, God damn! I got me and a couple of my friends, but it was like $600. I couldn't send them, and I was appalled because I'm going from Xbox Live to this. I couldn't send no voice message. I still can't send voice messages. I couldn't join session in progress. You know what I mean? With no group chat. I'm like, God damn! What the fuck? What kind of caveman shit is this? And that shit really, you know, honestly, and I'm not trying to be funny. That shit left a bad taste in my mouth. That's when that came out. I said, you know what? Fuck! I was for the PlayStation. I'm just gonna get all my exclusives and do my online thing on, you know,
Xbox.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Now the PlayStation Vita, they're online and it's got a lot better. It's better, a lot better than the PlayStation 3s, but it still can't hold a candle to Xbox Live.
Check this out, Zaire.
Yo,
and let's fast forward to today, right? Like everybody so-called pissed off is Microsoft about doing this TV shit, right? I guarantee you, listen though, I guarantee you, bro, that in it probably won't even be 2 years. PlayStation is coming out with some kind of TV system.
They got it now.
You know
PlayStation TV, what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. But they haven't. I don't see anything where they officially announced it. I just can't wait to.
No.
Because if you got Sony Unlimited, you can subscribe to all their movies.
Check it out. Check this out, bro. Check it out. I'm gonna take you back to the E3. They talked about Red Box. They talked about this TV. They talked about, and mind you, now I thought E3 was about games, and they talked about all, you know what I mean, all these Yahoo and Twitter and you know what I mean.
Talk about that.
And then IGN. Let's check it out. Hold on, go check it out. IGN, check it out. IGN.
Y'all only care about games. Y'all want to hear games. Y'all only want to hear games. They have to talk about that. Y'all don't care about that shit. Why did they have to talk about it?
But check it out. IGN, listen, check it out.
You know what I'm saying? You can't have one and then have the other.
Hey, check it out, John Doe. I think it's funny because they get on and talk about teasing about Xbox TV, but when IGN broke up that article, that patent that they filed for PlayStation TV.
That shit right up under the
yeah, you know, and nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody here plays games 24/7. You know what I mean?
You'll never get any negative press about Sony.
I think it's crazy as hell.
You'll never get any negative press. IGN ain't nothing but a bunch of Sony fanboys anyway.
I see that.
But listen though,
it's all about.
Listen though. To check it out though. See that goes back to what I was saying. For me to just like when this gen was coming out, I was gonna get the 4 anyway, like I told you, because a lot of niggas jumped ship, and I was like, damn, you know what I mean? I was gonna be on the island. So I found y'all group. I was like, okay, some more Xbox niggas in here. So I really ain't got a need to just get a 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I first seen the PlayStation, I didn't see anything that made me say I gotta have that motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, the unveiling was better than the E3. I'm gonna keep it real. The unveiling in February was better than the E3.
It really was. It really was.
The thing is why Sony, like me personally, Sony's E3 as far as the gaming, it wasn't better than Xbox's. It wasn't.
Oh, hell no.
That's keeping it 100.
All right,
but the thing is that the reveal, you already revealed like 6 games already. What you did already showing again at E3. You know what I mean? So
Sony shot their load.
Games that already people been saw. They already saw the games.
Sony shot their load.
They already saw that. But
they shot their load too early.
But you have to show that if you're gonna reveal a console, you have to show something. You got to show some kind of gameplay to see what this console can do.
Man, they did exactly what Sony,
Microsoft.
Sony did.
Microsoft did the opposite.
Microsoft did in 2012 and got crucified for
at E3.
You know what I'm saying? At E3. Sony did it this year, and nobody saying nothing about it. All they showed was straight up multiplayer.
It was funny that Microsoft got crucified for their conference that they did. When they conference wasn't a dedicated game conference, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have to talk about video games.
I'm talking about the one they did in 2012 when they showed the multiplats on the stage, and everybody got mad at Microsoft and say, I can't believe they're trying to pass multiplats off as exclusive. Sony's showing exclusive. You know what I'm saying? This year Sony showed a bunch of multiplats and nobody said nothing about it.
All they showed was the multiplats. Yes, they did. Hey, John, they did say something about it. They said they won E3. Showing multiplats.
How the hell you win E3?
Oh, they won E3 because of the policies. Since when did E3 become about policies? Since I've been in the game, bro, I'm 35 motherfucking years old, dog. Old school, throwback, nigga. I'm an old school OJ, nigga. I'm throwback. And since I was a young boy, so I got the Game Pros and Game 3. E3 has always been about the games. Microsoft showed you the game exclusive at the bro. They spent $1 billion. Check it out. $1 billion on next generation games and studios. 3 times more than what Sony and Nintendo was spending. Microsoft still got shit to show. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Sony got a response on how they got the response from E3. Yeah, the policies was the main reason because a lot of people were still in question of what Microsoft was doing.
I'm glad you said that. Listen, check it out.
Put out a little thing.
Hey, Jabari, but you know what? Hey, Jabari, how come no one?
What's going to happen?
Hey, Jabari, talking about
anything about that.
Hey, Jabari, we talking about these policies. Hold up. You talking about how come nobody complains about these policies on Steam?
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Listen, and you made a good point. Like I don't get like why do
they love Steam?
I remember when Steam first came out.
Now,
you know what I did? I used to hate Steam.
Steam, hold on, stop. That's what I was gonna say. That's why I told y'all I really hate that Microsoft reversed their DRM policy because when Steam first came out, Steam caught a lot of flack too. You know what I'm saying?
But now trade out games.
You can't tell no.
Why is Steam not getting no flack no more? Because
the PC community is used to it and they do good sales. So
it's get games for like $5 sometimes.
Hey, but listen.
They had to force the DRM policy to get them sales, man.
Hey, but listen, can I just say one thing? It ain't. Listen, Steam sales, they give you some old shit now. When brand new games, they come out, they Call of Duty, all that shit's still $60. So don't believe it today.
Steam games are actually a little cheaper because it's actually
no. Hey, dog, I'm on PC right now.
Hold on, just remember this. Steam games are cheaper because Far Cry was like $10 less than it was in the store, but EA games still be $59 motherfuckers.
Hey, no. That's some game. Listen, that's some games. Call of Duty right now is on Steam for $60 fucking $60 fucking Blacklist Splinter Cell is $60.
Dude, that's like hypocritical because
that's marketing. That's marketing 101. You're not gonna sell Jordan for $100.
That's not marketing 101. How are you gonna sell a digital copy that don't have no
instruction booklet, no nothing?
You're not paying for distribution. You're not paying for hold on. You're not paying for packaging. You're not paying for anything, and the game is old. You know what I'm saying? And it's still $60. That don't make no damn. What you saying don't make sense because it's a good game. I'm supposed to pay full price.
Yo, look at this. Call of Duty games, even in GameStop, it's gonna drop.
For distribution, I'm not paying for store costs. You know what I'm saying? I'm just paying $60 just to pay $60.
I'm saying you are correct. I'm saying you're correct. I agree with you.
See what Jabari is saying as far as the marketing 101.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, be real.
Value high. You know what I mean? If you keep the price high, that keeps the value of it.
But check it out. I check it out, Tim. I got to spin for you. What I've noticed here, like I said, I'm new to this whole YouTube shit. Sony fans, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna call this. I can pull no punches here. They're the most vocal group of gamers online with these forums and videos. They're real vocal, but they don't put their dollar where their mouth is. I remember now everybody's running around talking about the PlayStation 4 is gonna crush the Xbox One. And they always scream about these Sony exclusives, but nobody buys those Sony exclusives. How many fucking Sony games have been canned since this generation alone? There's no more Resistance. PlayStation All-Star just got crap. PlayStation All, they just canned that. I think they canned, not Twisted Metal. All SOCOM.
Yeah, like, come on, man. I was disappointed in Sony people for that. I used to love Twisted Metal.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but none of them go out. Like I said, none of them go out. Look, bro, look how they did about the 3DS and the Vita. They were saying how much more powerful the Vita was than the 3DS, and it's going to crush it. And none of them motherfuckers went out and bought the Vita. None of them.
Hey, listen, to be honest with you, Sony people only got 3 exclusives.
Hold on, matter of fact, Jabari, you was talking about the Vita. Do you own the Vita?
Oh shit, the gloves is off. But put that motherfucker up on the camera, nigga. You own that goddamn Vita.
Yeah, show it off.
And then I got a Vita.
I got a Vita. Yo, one thing I do, I support.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Listen though, Sony only really got 3 exclusives that they really get that hold their backbone, and that's fucking Little Big Planet, The Last of Us. That shit just came out, and goddamn Uncharted. Them the only 3
you gotta put God of War in there. God of War.
Okay, God of War.
But you know what? Sony Moses,
No, matter of fact, Sony got the best franchise in the world on Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I would say that's the Gran Turismo is Sony's Halo.
That's bread and butter right there, boy.
That's you know what I mean. But when I say that Jedi guys don't support your console, Halo 4 outsold every PlayStation exclusive in 2012 combined. But that's bad. One title outsold your whole roster combined.
Yeah, I'm
that's
not
bad.
even going front. Halo, I love Halo. I'm not even going front.
Let me say this, man. I'm gonna be swinging hard on this one, but I ain't gonna even lie, man. Sony niggas just strike me as some cheap motherfuckers, bro.
Oh, they do.
I'm just like anytime I see people complaining about paying $5.
Man, no, they buy their console strictly for Madden, though.
Like that shit baffles me. It's like you motherfuckers pay.
Sony ain't cheap. At the end of the day, any product Sony have ain't cheap.
No, I ain't say Sony is cheap. I'm saying Sony people are cheap, motherfucker. Like y'all, like how could you complain?
Nah, but I mean, you gotta look at it like this. You got, I can understand why people complain. I personally, I'm not complaining because, as I said, as much as I love Sony, I also had an Xbox 360. I don't mess with the Xbox 360 and what, but I did. But I'm saying, like, you had 8 years of free online, so, you know, when you see that little $5 in there, people's going to be like, yo, why am I paying $5? You guys even ask that same question. You know, Sony hasn't put that information out there yet saying, why are you paying for $5? You know what I'm saying?
See, that goes back to what I was saying about Sony always following suit with what Microsoft did. You feel me? Like, Microsoft been charging. But Sony could have came out and charged off the rip, but they didn't. They was like, okay, now we gonna wait and see how that shit pan out.
You know what? I think too. Sony didn't want to charge because they knew that Microsoft had the better online service. You know what I'm saying? So if you was to charge, charge Sony people, what are you charging them for? You're not doing.
That goes back to what Zaire saying now. What are you paying for now?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I agree 100% with y'all. That's the question. That's the question that needs to be answered. I agree 100%. That's the question that needs to be answered. I personally believe, this is my personal thought, is going to be answered in Gamescom.
I hope so. I hope so. Cause Sony, man, like I said, I would respect Sony more if they just came out, like they came out of Gamescom and said, okay, we doing this whole new shit right here. Like this ain't nothing Microsoft has ever done. We finna do this whole shit right here. We gonna lead the way on this. Then I'd be like, okay, all right, they trying to go somewhere with their shit now. You know what I'm saying?
You can say the same thing for Microsoft. They backpedaled because they saw them pre-orders.
They back now. I will give you that. I wish they wouldn't have backpedaled on the DRM. I really wish they would have just came out and explained it. Then they wouldn't have had to. Because at the end of the day, I was getting an Xbox regardless. I don't give a fuck that you couldn't leave that motherfucker offline an hour. I was gonna get it regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because I liked the shit that they brought to E3 and their conference. You know what I'm saying? Well, really, their conference sold me because I already knew the game system, what it was gonna do. I just wanted to see what other things that it was gonna have in it. Like I told my homie before next gen event was announced, I was like, it's 2 things that I gotta have in the new next gen system. That's multitasking and that's full 1080p. If I get those 2 things, I'm good. If I didn't get those 2 things, I'm not fucking with neither console. And Microsoft brought that, so I was like, shit, I'm fucking with the box.
All right, but listen, I'm gonna stop it right here. We already at 45 minutes. And we got to do a part 2. I'm going to come back with the same cast of people, I hope. And we just beat the fuck out of Jabari. Fuck that nigga. He fuck with that play. Nah. It's like nah. But we already about 45 minutes in. We already at 45 minutes.
Let me say this, Zaire, before you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, as I said, I mess with PlayStation. But at the end of the day, I get credit when it's due. You know what I mean?
All right.
I think Microsoft, they doing some excellent things. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I personally feel that the PlayStation 4 is the better console for the gamers. Okay. For what I see, is for straight up gamers. You know what I mean? All that other stuff, that's secondary.
Hey, let me ask him this before we close it out, Zaire. I know you have 45 minutes, but let me ask you this real quick, Jabbar, from a Sony dude's perspective. What is wrong with having the television shit and the gaming shit if it can do everything the PlayStation can do plus the TV shit? Like, what is wrong with it?
No. Me personally, there's nothing wrong with it. I like Microsoft.
So what makes Sony console better for gamers then? That's what I want.
The last time I checked, they spent $1 billion on next generation games in studio.
Yeah, so what makes Sony better for gamers?
Let's keep it 100. I want everybody to keep it 100 because I know y'all gonna flame me after I say this. No. Sony has the better exclusives as far as gaming.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, you know what? I beg to differ. They launched Let Them Suck Dick. I'm still waiting on The Last Guardian to come out.
They launched lineup, but they history exclusive is.
To me, I won't even say that. It goes on what you like. You know, not everybody cares for.
Exclusives gonna come down to preference, but let me say this. I will give you that. Yeah, Even when I didn't have a PlayStation and I got bored as fuck with
I gave them God of War.
And I went to GameStop. I went to the PlayStation wall and was like, oh, this shit look cool as fuck. I never played none of that shit.
PlayStation backlog is crazy.
I give them that, but you know what I mean? But we don't know if that's coming to the PlayStation 4. Shit, we never saw Siphon Filter 3 or 4 on the PlayStation 3. I'm still, like I said before, I'm still waiting on The Last Guardian. Nobody has the crystal ball. We don't know what's coming out in the future. A lot of those games were popular on the PlayStation 2. You thought it'd be no brainer to see them on the PlayStation 3. What happened to the Getaway? You know what I mean? So we don't know if those games are coming out on the PlayStation 4, so we can't say there's going to be Uncharted 4 or 5 or 6. We don't know that.
I mean, we don't know, but they can't.
Listen, they can't. The Getaway. The Getaway was the shit, dog. I'm still waiting on the last. I put $5 on The Last Guardian. I ain't got that shit yet.
The Last Guardian, I'm waiting for that too. So I'm with you on that.
Hey, and another thing, man, before we roll, man, I gotta say this, man. For some reason, man, I just can't get down with Sony niggas for some reason, man. They just a different breed of niggas, bro. I'm just keeping it 100. Like, when I be online and I meet, like, Sony niggas, man, y'all just be on some other shit, man. I think they
got a younger crowd, and they more, like I said, immature. Yeah, that's all. I'm not dissing anybody. I'm just saying I run into a lot of... Look at my videos, my YouTube videos, bro. I run into some fucking weirdos, man. That's why I call them Sony ponies and play slaves. They're not talking about all PlayStation fans. You know, I think it goes to the age, maybe. Like, I don't know, you know. But, hey. But this tape is about to stop. Like I said, I appreciate everybody for coming out. I'm on some depths, Russell Simmons shit. God bless. Thinking about good night. I'm saying motherfucking, what's that shit? What's that fucking comedy shit that's come out? Def Jam? What you call that shit? Def Jam? Tell me what the fuck. Thank you for coming out. God bless. Good night. And as I always say, bang, bang.